to conduct a topic controlling the behavior of the children or kids. So we are seeing nowadays, kids are excelling very well in all fields, all spheres of activities. They are doing wonderful achievements. They're getting wonderful achievements in academics, in games, in music, sports. They are having a lot of talent, and we can say they are having more responsibility than compared to us. When we were kids, we were not having that much amount of pressure. Parents used to take responsibility, yes. We were having independency, but controlled by the parents. And we all learned by ourselves. There was no spoon feeding. When I was a student, I learned everything completely on my own. That is academic part. Games and sports, yes, our parents were very reluctant to allow us. And most of the time, they used to keep a watch. Playing games was considered as one of the waste and wasting of time, particularly in studies. Even my parents also. But nowadays, with the passage of time, when activities were incorporated into the syllabus, now you see your curriculum when CBSE introduced continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Every facet, every aspect, and every value was being assessed, including sports, games, music, performing arts, skills, soft skills, lot of things. Now, what ails? What is the problem nowadays the parents are facing regarding behavior of the children? See, I for one feel charity begins at home. Socialization of the kids at the home is very important. Generally, children are admitted in the school, and we put on all the onus on the school itself. School has to take care of academics too. School has to take care of your behavior. School has to take care of obnoxities. All those things we all put the onus on the schools, but that is not correct. Charity begins at home. Socialization starts at home. First mother, then of course father, and whoever are there in the family. Suppose nowadays you see we are in an age of nuclear families. We don't have, barring a few families here and there, most of the times we are all having nuclear families. Both father and mother are engaged in the job, and otherwise, father is engaged, mother is a homemaker, but still doesn't have, because the responsibilities have grown up. So as a result, socialization takes place, but the child is given whatever he wants. Then what happens? He assumes, say, whatever I need, I can get it if I force upon our parents. So socialization is very important. Indoctrination of the values from the childhood, from the stage when you are born, from the stage of 1 year onwards, socialization should begin in the right direction, in the right perspective. But unfortunately, what happens? Sometimes we love our kids very much. We are very engrossed. He might feel bad. That question comes nowadays. If you don't accede to the request of the kids, then he may go away, or say like that. If we have, so what actually is behavior? Behavior is the personality of a child, how he reflects in terms of his dealing with others, with peer group, with the parents, or in the school, with the teachers, and maybe in the playground or wherever it is. So how does he behave? How does he accept, how does he spell out, and how does he project himself. This is called as the behavior. So now, whenever students become unruly, we say that this fellow is a very unruly fellow. He doesn't behave properly. We all have it. So that unruly behavior comes mainly steps in mainly because he has not been socialized at the home properly. Because home environment, school environment is entirely different. School has got certain norms. School has got rules and regulation. In home also we have, but they are the informal rules. Here, when you come to school, they are all formal rules. A child coming from a home with some sorts of obnoxieties gets admitted in the school, he's punished here. Punished in the sense they, they have got all rules and regulations by which either if it is very unruly, his name will be stuck up from the school. Otherwise, with a minimum punishments, they are reinforced, they are counseled. Unfortunately, we don't have the counseling. Most of the schools don't have the counseling system. So first thing is attitude. The attitude developed in the house by the father, by the mother. How does he? What kind of attitude? See, whenever the mother sends the child to a school, "Arey, you don't do like this, you don't do like this," or the feel of mostly the children will be very bad with a preconceived negative notions only. He's pushed into the school. As a result, what happened? He's overawed. He doesn't talk with anyone. His behavior becomes very careful, and sometimes whenever you don't deal with others, you don't understand what is a social relationship, who is a friend, what is expected of him. As a result, he becomes a fish out of water here. So therefore, parents need to indoctrinate good values, and the number one is attitude. Second one is optimism. You have to inculcate in your child optimistic attitude. That means everything is positive. I am a proton. I must behave in this way. I must. So once you have that positive, optimistic attitude, then you will definitely develop. You will do very well in the school. Then comes your values. How to respect the elders, how to respect the teacher, how to respect his colleagues, the language you use, particularly nowadays schools admit children from different cultural backgrounds. Even a pawn shop fellow is there. Yes, but they're excelling. I have seen recently most of the carpenters' sons, even the petty shopkeepers, their children now. Recently, I have seen one boy. He's doing cardiology. He got admission got through the NEET exam, and in Raipur he is doing. So good behavior is also there. We cannot say that culture starts only in the educated parents. I have seen all the children of the carpenters, even auto rickshaw pullers also. They are doing very well. They are encouraging. They are doing far better than the people who are working as officials, as officers in banks or in corporate sector. So therefore, then comes your values. What kind of values you have indoctrinated? The basic things that has to start, how to walk, how to talk, how to present yourself, what way you have to express yourself must be taught in the house. If that is the case, a child will be very, very happy to learn and happy to project himself in the right perspective. So therefore, value indoctrination is very important. Then we have to tell them what are the rules and regulations at the home, what is expected of him. And I must also say here one thing: either the father or the mother should give sufficient amount of time for the kid in the home. He comes with a success, with a kind of certificate, and if the father says, "Okay, I'm busy now, don't talk, don't disturb." Mother says, "Oh, I'm watching TV, I'll see later on. The child get depressed. All his achievements, all his laurels that he has brought, everything must be immediately certified by you. You must encourage, you must congratulate him on this. But I have seen in my psychological studies, most of the parents don't give time and expect the child to do very well. And the third one is, the fourth one is, give him independence. You are not giving it. The entire control should be there. Father comes from the office. Where did you go? What did you do in the home today? Or why did you go there? Why did you come here? You allow him to go. I'm not telling you ask to go to different unwarranted places. I'm talking, let him go, let him play, let him express himself. Otherwise, his personality will be affected. So this is very important. You, when he comes to the school, just give a pep talk, talk in a very affirmative way, and accept whatever he says, and accordingly you give the rewards. And I'm not telling you, see, first of all, monetarily you don't give him any benefits. Give him benefits in terms of good rewards, pat him, tell him, because don't make him money minded from the childhood. Nowadays, I have seen children, even from the grassroots level, from fifth standard onwards, where I have to earn money, I have to. So, money is not the. So, once you are a good student, you excel in the competitive exam, automatically you will get the money. So, don't keep the thing that you see he has to bring about. He is working for money only. Ultimately, he is a job. So, I have seen parents, you become a good doctor, you can earn very nicely. You become an engineer, you can earn very nicely. So, earning is important, but first focus the way he has to present himself. I have seen so many people being terminated from the jobs. They are very good students, but behavior wise, they are not up to the mark. Either in the middle management or in the top management, their behavior is very obnoxious and they are thrown out of the job. What is the use of having all those qualifications unless your behavior is good? So, therefore, it is very important. You must also take into consideration what actually he needs. And the sixth one is aptitude. Whatever aptitude he has, encourage it. We always believe that whatever we say, that say whatever I have, if I teach in the way I have learned in my school, I am doing injustice with the students. The present system is entirely different. The curriculum is different. The subjects are different. And it is, we cannot say that what we read was very good. Every system has got its own values. Every system has got its positives and negatives. So allow him to choose his career. Let him not be frustrated because of that. I have seen so many talents. See, nowadays, so many kids are becoming cricketers. We have IPL. I'm not telling all of you, you encourage everybody to cricket only. There are so many options available. Singing is there, and paint, art, and I have seen art and paint. I have seen my children, my students excelling in Indore, in Madhya Pradesh, and in Ahmedabad, in Gujarat also. They are from Orissa. They have been sent there because I encourage them. I have made a career counseling for them, and their fathers were reluctant. They were against me also. My son is an excellent student. He's sending because he has no aptitude. His aptitude is for drawing art. So you have to encourage in that direction. Unfortunately, what happens? The parents think, because see, there are only two options: engineering and medical. So all these factors have a impeding factor on the behavior of the child. If you allow the child to go on his own way, I'm telling you, don't allow him always in all aspects. You need to have try to understand him, what he wants, in which area he wants to excel, what he ought to do. That is very important. So once you understand that you can do wonders and the child will do wonders. So behavior of peer group, see behavior, sometimes knowledge fails where behavior is successful. I have seen lot of situations being very nicely handled because of the behavior. Even in schools, I am talking. The head boy of our school has managed a situation because there were some kinds of antagonism by the parents. That boy handled it. He made a pep talk to all the parents who assembled there, and they did it because he was a student of standard 10th only. So everything is possible. So indoctrination of values, aptitude, then your focus on your own personality, then use of language. What kind of language you are using? Body language. And what are the various, what is the pronunciation you have? Pronunciation in the terms, how you are talking. It must be communicable and it must be very good also. If you use slang, nowadays everybody is using slang. The people will not accept it. So you have different levels. Whenever you are informal, speak in one way. Whenever you are speaking in a formal way, you have to use the formal language. So this is also very important. In all the aspects that we have been talking, child's behavior plays a very important role for his future career. And we have seen children getting frustrated and shouting at the parents, shouting at the outsiders because of displacement. We can call it as displaced aggression. So why does he do that? Because you have not understood the child properly. So first onus lies on the parents, then comes the teacher, then other aspects. Allow him to mingle with children, let him express, learn all. See, as I had good friends as well as bad friends. Even the bad friends also had very good things in them. One person was very excellent in hockey. I have learned the skills. I have learned guitar from a person, he's a very obnoxious character, but he had a very so all the good things I have grasped from him. So you have to be very careful in that also. So in overall, I would like to give a message to the parents while dealing with the children. Be soft, be kind-hearted, try to. He's a small kid, and if you follow these rules, make him responsible, uh, give him the value of how to speak, how to present himself, then optimism, then make him the leader of the house in certain aspects. Give him a challenging task, let him do that. All these things will make him excel and see that his behavior is controlled. All see a person is engaged in work, he has got lot of tasks, good tasks, obviously will have a good behavior. If he is engaged, he has got multifaceted activities that he has to do. This is very important. So I think these are certain aspects that I wanted to talk to you, and let us meet once again. If you have any queries, that you can talk, you can just message me, and we'll have the answers for that. I hope you enjoyed this live, and please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Thank you.